y'all, welcome to today's video. I'm Tracy. I'm the keeper of the home here at 4D Farms, our home and my garden. We're in the garden today. You remember in my last gardening video, Come Plant With Me, I walked y'all through planting all my tomatoes and my peppers, okay? Wasn't a big bunch, okay? We got all those done. And I said at the end of that video, the next video would probably be, did they survive? Did they make it? Well, guess what? That's today's video. So, I'm giving y'all a little update. It's been like two and a half weeks. I'm going to sit down just a second and grab me something to wet my whistle with. It's been like two and a half weeks. It's been raining. Just about every time that we thought that we could get out here and do some weeding and look at everything and baby everything, it would rain again. It would dry up just for a little bit, or enough that, you know, it would still be muddy. We still couldn't get out here. We could just see it from a distance and like, okay. So we couldn't get out here and do anything. We had a couple of tornadoes come through here. Thank the Lord it missed us by about two hours from here. But y'all, the devastation in that one area, they were looking for people that were trapped in their homes. We prayed for these people. Only minor casualties, I think maybe 2 or 3. But y'all, it was devastation, and it was just 2 hours from here. And yeah, but we've had thunderstorms, we've had everything. So we are just now, it's a sunshiny day, everything is dried up. So now comes the cleanup part. So, dear hubby got out here this morning, tilled my garden for me, and so I could get out here and come behind him. I'm going to have to do some hand weeding, and I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. We got a lovely breeze blowing to keep us cool. He came out here early, got the tilling done for me. Now he's on doing his thing, and y'all, he was checking the fence to make sure it was hot. It was hot. I'm like, you okay, hon? No, I ain't kidding. I laughed my head off. Sorry, y'all. Hubby was beeping at me. I had to go open the gate for him to go through so the cows wouldn't get out. We are actually letting a neighbor of ours borrow our pasture a little bit for his cows, because y'all, they're new to the area. They moved here. They got cows earlier than expected, and they don't have any. Look at you baby. They don't have any spring grasses right now because they're still building and all such as that. So we're letting them borrow our pasture for them to have something to eat. And y'all, I think this is a little cafe. This one, I done named you. You are Zorro. And y'all will see why in just a minute. So I'm going to let y'all see his cows right quick. Oh, if that one will turn back around. Hey, Zorro, look at me. Look at me. Look at the one with the white on its face. Look at me, Zorro. Oh, what? Are you a friend or a foe? Come on. Oh, come here. Which one of these babies is yours, Mama? Hey, pretty. Come here. No? Okay. You do look pretty. Oh, is this one going to be for... Yeah, see that one? I named it Zorro. Y'all see the markings on his face? I'm going to tell our neighbor I named him. Come here. Can I pet you? Come here. Oh, come here. All right. She's been bellering at me. She thinks I got something to eat. She's got pretty markings. No, we're not going to have none of that. You let that baby eat. We're not going to have no fighting in the pasture. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Our son and granddaughters goes to his pasture a lot, and they get to play with these cows some. I think they've petted some of these little calves. Come here. Okay, no? All right. Y'all will get to know me in a little while. Anyway, we're going to let them borrow our pasture for a little bit so his calves and stuff can get some pasture, you know, some grass in them until he gets his pastures established and he finds a source of hay. he got his cows earlier than expected, and they weren't ready for them. But if he didn't jump on that opportunity, oh, I gotta get this twine up before the lawnmower runs over it. That'll get caught in lawnmower blades, tractor blades, everything else. And if I meet a snake, y'all are gonna be the first one to know it, because I'll wet my pants first and I'll cut out here screaming. Okay, so it must have got blowed down in the grass from up here. Okay, we're gonna set that right there because we need that twine in case I need some later for something other. Okay, anyway, where was I? Okay, dear hubby's done gone up there. He came out here and okay, let's get back to what I was talking about. He came down here this morning to till the garden for me, and then he started working on mowing the yards and stuff like this, because after the rain, y'all, it's like a jungle out here. It's brought all these weeds in, stuff like this. It's that springtime, y'all, so where he's getting caught up on the yards, pasture, out here in the garden area, dogs' kennels. We can't see our dogs because the grass is the tallest out there. It grows the fastest, because when I had my male goats down there, I planted seasonal grasses for them to have something to eat in the springtime. And y'all, it grows good. It grows the thickest and the fastest of anywhere else on our property. Now, I did sow the same seeds out here for my doe's pasture, but since we have cows, they eat that down quicker. But that section down there is a different section that's got a different fence around it, because I had to keep my boys away from my girls. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. And when you didn't want breeding season to start, okay. And then now we have our dogs down there. So yeah, that gets the growing the fastest. But the cows are on this one and they eat this down. But that one down there, dogs don't eat grass. So yeah, it's got to be mowed. So he's catching up on everything now. He tilled for me. Now I'm going to walk y'all through the garden and show y'all what I've been doing. Been trying to clean the fence up some more. I'm going to show y'all, did they make it or did they get pummeled to death in the storms? Okay, we might get hollered at by these cows some more, but they're only going to be here just for a little while. We're just letting them eat off some of our pastures, while ours are in another pasture on spring grasses before we separate the mamas weaning their babies. Okay, so because it's fixing to be weaning time. So as soon as he finds him a good hay source, we've given him some good names and a good hay source, and he gets established over there, then he'll come back and pick them up. But they're really friendly. Okay, let me get me a little swig here. Wet my whistle. Whew. But I'm having to do just a little hand weeding, because what you have to look for when you plant seeds, and then you have all this rain, grasses come in, and you go out there to maintain, look and see, and you're like, is this a weed or is this a plant? Y'all, everybody struggles with that. Is this a weed or is it a plant? Over the years, I've learned how to recognize things, but when I'm planting, I'm trying to look through the zucchini, and right now, out of 6 mounds, I only see 1 plant coming up. But y'all, if you'll remember that when I planted these, we had just gone through a rainy season. The minute after I got inside in that last video, it come a downpour. And it rained continuously on and off after that, y'all, for 2.5 weeks. So I think maybe some of the zucchini seeds may have just gotten rotted before they had a chance to actually sprout and grow. And then I'm seeing, like in that row of okra that I did, I'm seeing skipped spaces where I know I didn't skip seeds. And there's like about a foot, and then there'll be some plants, and then like 6 or 7 inches, and then some plants. So I'm thinking that either some of the seeds might have been duds, or it's just, y'all, weather related, because the ground stayed moist the whole time. So, y'all, that's just a chance you have to take. It's not too late to replant some of those and go in between them. Like my zucchini. If any more doesn't pop up, it's not too late to just pop some more mounds in there. Like 5 more mounds, get me going. So I'm fixing to walk y'all through the garden. Excuse me, y'all. Fixing to walk y'all through the garden. Oh, they've gone to go get them some water now. But y'all, you help out your neighbors, you know, because there's been times that we've needed his help and he's come and helped us, you know, and they're new to the area. They just moved here and getting established and building and getting a homestead going, and that's just what you do. You help. Okay, we're going to start on this end. I let it dry up just a little bit more after I stepped on a hole. Dear hubby tilled. Now it's my responsibility. He's going on doing his thing. Okay, let me back up here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Watch this hole. There we go. Okay, let me turn y'all around. All right, here we go. This is the okra row. You see the weeds that have gotten in there? I'm just going to go and I'm going to have to sit down and just hand weed a little. See, like, there's a skipped spot and then a plant, a skipped spot, a plant, a skip spot. That's one right there growing, I think. Skip spot. So see, I didn't skip these spots on purpose, y'all. So I'm thinking it's the weather and it's the seeds. So I'm going to go down this row and just sit on my little hiney and enjoy this nice sunshiny day and the cool breeze and just hand weed, y'all. And it's not really a big deal. I'm sitting down doing it. I'm fixing to get me one of those little carts, y'all, that's got the seat. Now, this is the row I'm having trouble with right here. This is the row where I think I did zinnias down here. Or I think I left it and said that's what I was going to have to use for those little snackable peppers. I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm going to go down in between them. I only have found one zucchini plant. Let me find it. And I think, y'all, I'm seeing the start of either a watermelon or a pumpkin vine from last year. Y'all, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let it go. Where was that zucchini? Oh, yeah, y'all, one little lonely zucchini plant. One little, and see, you can tell that that's a plant because it's strong. So, this one, no, they're really too close together because I know I separated them further apart than that. So, I'm just going to have to play like, are you a weed or are you a plant? Okay, but I think, y'all, what I'm going to do, I am going to go back down through here and just plant some more. I mean, 5 more mounds is all I need. This may be one actually coming up right here. That feels like a strong plant, y'all. That may be another one right there because that's strong. Y'all, it's just like you're going to have to play a guessing game. When you get your garden planted and you go through a wet, rainy season like that, and then you got a bunch of grass coming up and you just can't really tell. You're just gonna have to play it by ear, y'all. So I think I am going to this evening. This is gonna have to be a split day work. I don't have time to do this all at one time. So this morning we're getting work done. I'm gonna do what I can right now. The tilling was the main thing to get all that grass out of here, and then establishing what's growing where, okay? And then what I don't get finished right now before it starts getting really too hot, we will go in, we will rest in the hottest part of the day. That's just what you need to start doing in the summer. Y'all, we're fixing to be in the throes of summer. So we half our days. We work in the morning time. We do what we can till it starts getting too hot. We go in, we'll eat some lunch. We'll take a nappy or get some rest. Then get up, and then that evening when the sun is getting not as hot and the temperatures are subsiding, then we'll get back out again. We average about 2 showers a day this time of year. Okay, now let me show y'all. I'm working on trying to get my fence cleaned off. Let me show y'all. There's nothing on this side because I'm waiting on that row right there. My mom and daddy's coming again and she's bringing my second set of plants. Okay, now, did they make it? Y'all been waiting this whole video for this. Y'all ready? Y'all, they are doing awesome. Look at some of these, y'all. I'm getting little maters. Getting little maters. This one has grown. Doing fine. There's a pepper plant on the other side. Here's this one. Got some little maters coming. Y'all, they're doing fine. They made it through the storms. Y'all, you remember I prayed over my garden. The Lord is answering my prayers so far. Look at them little maters. The Lord's answering my prayers so far. Look at the peppers. They're just going, going, going. Little maters here, y'all. Y'all, the Lord just, you keep on asking, the Lord will keep on blessing. Little maters on this one. I need to stake this one because, y'all, that one wasn't big enough 2.5 weeks ago to stake. Now it is, so I got to stake that one. Yes, look at this. Yes and amen. The Lord will provide. Look at that. Told y'all. Pray over it. Look at that. Now my mama's bringing my others, and when they get big, some of them are still in the arrow garden right now. And when they get big enough, we'll run down through here. We'll finish with some peppers coming up through here. On this side, we'll have more tomatoes and peppers. Okay? So, oh yeah, my zinnias are coming up too. Right here. Zinnias are coming up. I know these are zinnias, y'all. I know what they look like. They're beginning to come up. Let's see, where was my others? Oh yeah, right here behind me, I had other zinnias. Other zinnias right here. Yeah, zinnias are coming up. Now, are y'all ready for what didn't make it? The sunflowers. I did this whole row of sunflowers. I do every year. Okay, all the way up to here. But y'all, they didn't make it. Rest in peace. My experimental sunflowers. Y'all, that was just experimenting. I just wanted to play. I think I may have saw like maybe one coming up, and I accidentally cut it down. So yeah, there you go. I didn't mean to. That's one of those, are you a weed or are you a plant? I think it was a plant, and I just plucked it up. I didn't mean to. Oh, I got some clover coming up through here. Okay, so that was the only thing. And the 5 other mounds that did not survive, okay? But y'all, even if I've got spasmodic okra through here, y'all remember me telling y'all I was only supposed to plant half a row? And I got wild and crazy and in the groove, and I wound up planting a whole row. If all I have is a half a row, y'all, that's going to be just fine for me. So the next thing I've got to do is finish cleaning off my fence some. Sitting down here and just kind of plucking the grass out that I know what's established as a plant and what is not a plant right now. So I'm going to get this other grass out of here, and then this evening I'm going to take some of that scrap hay right there in those rings, and I'm going to put it in a cart, and then we're just going to kind of start mulching everything out here. My mama is going to bring me some bird seed, y'all, some sunflowers that are specifically for planting for the birds. Y'all, these squirrels and birds will drop them out of the feeders, and they'll actually fall to the ground and start growing little sunflowers. So I'm like, hey mama, can I have some bird sunflower seeds? I want to experiment number 2. If that don't work, y'all, I guess I will break down and go buy the mammoth sunflower seeds, y'all. Even if they get planted late, they'll be okay. They'll still linger, y'all, till the first frost and feed my birds. And so, yes, that is the progress in the garden right now. It's been like in between 2.5 weeks. We've just had rain, y'all. We hadn't been able to get out here. So that's the progress right now. That's what survived, what didn't survive. I'm going to redo some of these zucchini. It's okay if I've got spasmodic okra. Mama's bringing the rest of my peppers and my tomatoes, and when they get big enough to be transplanted and hardened off to go out here in the garden, I'll get those in the garden. I'm going to experiment with some more sunflowers. So that is the update for like 2.5 weeks. So this evening, I'm going to try to get out here and start mulching. It's supposed to rain the next couple of days, y'all, go figure. So if I don't get it all mulched this evening, if we don't get it all mulched this evening, then, y'all, y'all, we'll just have to wait till it quits raining and finish the rest. That's just what you do in the spring, y'all. And depending on your zone, depending on your area, how much rains you get in the spring, how much whatever. You know, we've just had a wet April, y'all, and a wet, stormy April, okay? And then the beginning of May, okay? So it survived, y'all. I'm very happy. I only, you know, just a few things that can be replanted, but y'all, I was mostly worried about my tomatoes and my peppers that I had to just leave out here and say, okay, God, here they are. Can you just watch over them and protect them? And y'all, He answered my prayer. So when the next video, I'll show you some more process, how it's going, how they're growing, and yeah, so stay tuned for video 3. I will see y'all in that one. I want to break back in here right quick, y'all. Y'all just thought I was done, didn't you? Well, I thought I was done. I came back in my building, y'all, and I was like, you know what? In that last video, I don't know. I think I remember me telling y'all about neem oil and the other things that I use. Y'all, I didn't have any in my Amazon store on my gardening playlist, gardening essentials list, and I don't know why, because we get it from Amazon a lot if we can't find it, like, you know, other places. And I'm like, you know what, I don't think I have those in my Amazon store. So I went back and I added those, y'all, after that last video. So I've updated my garden essential playlist, and I've got different kinds of neem oil, permethrin. Now, let me make another disclaimer. When I got to looking and putting things in my Amazon store and updating it, and when we needed to order some more of the permethrin, y'all, there is permethrin too, and that's what we've always bought, okay? But I think I remember last time I went to our local co-op, I was trying to find that, and I'm like, permethrin. Is that the same as permethrin? Will it work the same? And it works the same. They were just using that as a different name. So, y'all, there is a permethrin and a permethrin. So, I did want to clarify that, okay? So, I have updated my gardening playlist because there were some more things I needed to add to it, that as we find things, we order them, we test them, we like them. We're like, oh, this is a keeper. I'll just add it to our Amazon store. So, when it was time for us to order some of that, I'm like, permethrin. We have been buying permethrin. I thought that's what that was. So, yeah, I've updated our garden essentials playlist. So, it is, I am done right now. After I got done with that, I got busy, and I'm done now. We're fixing to go inside, get us some rest. We're hot and sweaty. We need some lunch. We're stopping for the day. It's getting hot, and we're going to go get us some lunch, take a shower, and then lay down, just get us some rest, get off our feet for a little bit. Then as it cools off later on in the evening, all I got left to do, y'all, is just put some hay down my fence lines around my tomatoes. I'm not mulching the walkways. Y'all, once we get it tilled and we get it maintained, it's nothing to come out here once to 3 times a week in the evening time or morning time and just bring a hoe and pluck a weed or something. It's no big deal. I just mostly use the hay to mulch around my plants, and that's it. And then we just maintain with, you know, fingers, okay, pluck, or a hoe, and that's it, okay? I don't want to waste all of our hay, because now we use it for cows, okay? So I'm just going to have to just mulch around my tomatoes and peppers, and then mulch around my rows where my zucchini, and y'all, I'm going to replant 5 mounds of zucchini this evening, and y'all, I can't stand it. After I got done weeding through the okra, there is too many bare spots. I'm going to go back in between there. I can't stand it, y'all. I'm going to replant some more okra. That's because that's just how I am. Okay? So we might have some late okra coming in, but that's okay. People can just glean from it, you know? And so that's all we got to do this evening. So the next time we come out here, I'll show you the next one. And sometimes, y'all, I don't get to get the videos put up like the very next day, you know, because hey, life happens. I have life inside that house to do too, okay? I have cooking, I have cleaning, I have laundry, I have grandkids to play with and spend time with. So, you know, doing work is the least thing on my mind. I'm the grandma that sits down with them, has fun with them, wants to play with them. You know, we do things together, okay? So when they come, my attention is on them, okay? So I may not get to get a video up the very next day, or maybe 2 or 3 days later, y'all. It may be a week or two before I can get, you know, to sit down and have computer time. And so, you know, that stuff takes time. So y'all just bear with me. We'll make it through this season. But my Amazon store gardening playlist is updated. So yeah, there is a permethrin. So we are going inside, eat some lunch, take showers, get some rest, come back and just do it all again and finish up for this evening before the next set of rain comes. I think I'm done now, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video.